Hola clase! Today we are going to be discussing possessive adjectives. The goals of this video are to discuss how to show possession and also discuss possessive adjectives. And we're going to be working with some examples and practice sentences. So to start off with, we need to know how to show possession in Spanish. In Spanish, we do not use apostrophes. All right, so if you're talking about owning something, you are not going to be using an apostrophe. There's a different way that we show possession. In Spanish, to show the possession, you use de and the noun that refers to the owner or the possessor. Okay, and here are some examples. La pelota de Jorge. Jorge's ball. Okay, notice we get rid of the apostrophe and we put the object first. So literally, the Spanish sentence or phrase in this instance is the ball of Jorge. El hermano de Sara. Sarah's brother. The brother of Sarah. Y el coche de Juan. Juan's car. The car of Juan. It's not too difficult, you just have to kind of think backwards. Okay, práctica. Raúl's dog. Alright, so let's think. How do we say dog? Perro. Okay, so it's going to be el perro de Raúl. The dog of Raúl. Josefina's aunt. ¿Cómo se dice aunt? Tía. La tía de Josefina. Rodrigo's grandfather. ¿Cómo se dice grandfather? Abuelo. El abuelo de Rodrigo. Camilla's dad. ¿Cómo se dice dad? Papá o padre. El padre de Camila. Y Anna's cat. ¿Cómo se dice cat? Gato. El gato de Ana. Okay, moving on. On to possessive adjectives. In Spanish, we have different possessive adjectives for each of our forms. So for the yo form, we have mi or mis, which is my. The tu form is tu or tus, your. The él, ella, usted form is su or sus, his, her, its, or your. The nosotros is either nuestro, nuestra, nuestros, or nuestras, and that's our. The vosotros form is vuestro, vuestra, vuestros, vuestras, but you don't have to worry about those, because where do they use the vosotros form only? En España. Y the ellos, ellas, ustedes form, which is su or sus, and that's there. Please keep in mind that the el, ella, usted form and the ellos, ellas, ustedes possessive adjectives, those are both exactly the same. So that will help make your life a little easier. Alright? A thing to remember about possessive adjectives is that they come before, they come first. Okay? They come first. And also, they must agree in number with the nouns they describe. Okay? So if it's singular, your possessive adjective is going to be singular. If if your noun is plural, your possessive adjective needs to be plural, which is why I put the S in parentheses. Okay. Los padres de Inés tienen 3 hijos. Blank hijo mayor estudia arte. So let's kind of break down the first sentence to figure out what's going on. Los padres de Inés, so Inés's parents, tienen 3 hijos. They have 3 kids. Blank hijo mayor estudia arte. So blank, older son, studies art. So what possessive adjective is going to go in the blank? Who are we talking about? We're talking about los padres de Inés. Okay? However, in our second sentence, who is being described is hijo. And since hijo is singular, our possessive adjective is going to be singular as well. So we are going to have su, their son. Tú tienes una abuela muy joven. Blank, 2 abuelas son jóvenes. Alright. Tú tienes, you have, una abuela, a grandmother, muy joven, very young. Blank, 2 abuelas, 2 grandmas, son jóvenes, are young. Okay, so your 2 grandmothers are young. So, for the possessive adjective, we know that it's going to be the to form because it's referring to tú tienes, you have. Okay, but is it going to be singular or plural? If you said it's going to be plural, muy bien, because we're talking about 2 grandmas. So since abuelas is plural, our possessive adjective needs to be plural as well. So we're going with tus. Mis hermanos y yo tenemos 2 primos. Blank primos viven en Boston. Mis hermanos y yo, my brothers and I, tenemos 2 primos. We have 2 cousins. Blank primos, something cousins, viven en Boston. Live in Boston. So what's going to go in the blank? Okay, our first sentence is talking about my brothers and I have 2 cousins. So the blank in English, we would put our cousins live in Boston. So then in Spanish, what are our options? Some form of nuestro, right? So is it going to be singular or plural? It's going to be plural because we have primos. Okay? Now, with the nosotros form, with the nuestro form, it can be masculine or feminine as well. And in this case, it's going to be masculine because it's primos versus primas. Okay, so nuestros primos. Y finalmente, Inés tiene una familia muy grande. Blank familia es de Miami. Inés tiene una familia. Inés has a family muy grande. Has a very big family. Blank familia es de Miami. Her family is from Miami. So what are we going to put in the blank? Su. Okay, práctica. Nuestros o nuestras primas son altas. Nuestras, because of primas. Mi o mis hermanos son estudiosos. Mis, because hermanos is plural. Ustedes tienen un abuelo. Su o nuestro cumpleaños es el 2 de abril. Su, because we're talking about abuelo. Mis abuelos tienen un perro. Su o mi perro es perezoso. Su, because we're talking about their dog. Y mi familia y yo tenemos una gata vieja. Nuestra o su gata es Ruby. Nuestra, because we're talking about my family and I. Muy bien.